Oh, folks, I don't know that I've ever been this excited on my way into a theme park. We are still at Disneyland Paris, but we are finally heading into the Studios Park, home of the new Avengers Campus, and I cannot wait to get in there and nerd out. Come on, we're on our way in, and there it is, Walt Disney Studios. We've actually been here at Disneyland Paris for about 2 days. So if you haven't been seeing those videos so far, there is a playlist down in the description below where you can go and check those out and see all the other bits and bobs that we've got up to so far. But this is the day that I've had circled in my calendar since we booked the trip, knowing that we were going to have a full day in Walt Disney Studios to go and get stuck into all the Marvel stuff. Come on then. This is such a big building. But here we go. I have no idea what to expect. We've not been in here since, I mean, we came in briefly while they were building the Avengers Campus. So I think I know vaguely where it is, but I've deliberately not looked at anything about it. I don't know what to expect, but my expectations are high. It's the perfect combination. High expectations, no information. It's always very cool walking through here as well. I like this a lot. That being said, this is the danger zone because Anna has spotted Pandora stuff on the way in. What are we after? Have they got any park exclusives this time?
Yeah, I think these are ones.
These are park exclusives on the end, are they? Are they Stitch?
Yeah.
Oh dear. So we are in. My understanding is the Avengers Campus is over that way, so we are going to be making a beeline for that. One thing we do need to check, and I'm going to go and look at this information thing. When we were coming out of Disneyland Park last night, after the illuminations, we noticed there was fireworks and laser shows and stuff coming from the Hollywood Tower Hotel. So we are speculating that maybe they do fireworks in here in the evening now. We haven't been able to find out confirmation one way or the other. If they do, it's not very well publicised, but we are going to check on here, and it would be quite cool to hang around long enough today to be able to see those if they exist. But there's no information about it on the information board. It does say the park closes at 9 p.m. It always used to close earlier than the other park, so I have my suspicion that it's a thing. So it looks like there's a few shows going on in there. Some Together the Adventure. Oh, it's a Pixar musical is in that one. Over here we've got Stitch Live. If we see a show, it'll be much later in the day because this is what we're here for. So they've got the Avengers Assemble Flight Force, Spider-Man Web Adventure, Mission Equipment, the Training Centre, the Pym Kitchen, the Stark Factory. And this is it. This is the Avengers Campus. Oh, there you go. There's confirmation the show is happening. Avengers Campus will close early today to prepare for the evening show. So we will stick around for the evening show later today. Now we know there is one. Ant-Man's hanging out over there in his little Ant-Man hole. I don't know that I'm going to queue up to meet Ant-Man, having already met Loki this morning. Check that video out when we met various characters. This is cool. This is very cool in here. So that's the Spider-Man web thing. That, I think, is a restaurant. Oh yeah, Pym Labs, which presumably is a restaurant. Yeah, Pym Kitchen. Okay, so you go in there. Is this what used to be the buffet that we went to that time, and it's been rebranded to the Pym Kitchen? I think we've had a buffet in there before it was Avengered up. Already with a nice big queue there. So they do have a no reservation sign. We don't actually have a dinner reservation for today yet. We've not been able to get one anywhere, but I mean, we don't want to have our dinner at 5 to 12, so we're probably not going to be going in there. So do we know what, this is the problem with not doing research in advance. I don't know what kind of ride that is. If it's a roller coaster, not interested. If it's anything else, very interested. So we've absolutely no idea what it is. We are inside the Spider-Man web building. And I guess we're going on this ride, and we don't know what this ride is. It's Spider-Man, it must be good. Well, we're in a big room next to a big door and a crowd of people. This seems to imply there's going to be some kind of web slinging going on. But I have no idea. This is going to be awesome. Okay, this is cool.
Tony Stark, the brilliant young minds here are creating cutting-edge tech. So today, you can sling webs like Spider-Man. And our host today has created his own real-time translation device to help you better enjoy the presentation. We hope you all have a great time on your visit to the Worldwide Engineering Brigade Open House.
So we just had a very cool little intro thing with Peter Parker. We're now in the school. They've got their lockers and everything here. There's Gwen Stacy's locker. And now we are heading to vehicles that we can shoot webs from. So I guess it's now a ride that we ride on. Similar, I guess, an idea to the Buzz Lightyear one over in the main park. But we're going to fire webs out of our hands, apparently. I am very excited. So we've had to put on special spectacles. And we're now going into these pod things over there. These vehicle things, which hopefully we'll see one move in a second. There you go. So we're loading into those. And then off on an adventure. Oh no, now we're in a Spider-Man shop. Right, I'll tell you about the ride when we get outside. But yeah, I might have to purchase some Spider-Man paraphernalia. What have we got over here? This is awesome. Anna's already threatening to buy one of these little robots. And now we've just spent a ride basically shooting them. I don't know that she's going to be able to resist. This is awesome. The ride, basically you put those special goggles on and then you go around and get put in front of loads of massive screens, and then just basically it's 3D. You shoot by doing the web motion with your hands, and you can shoot stuff and drag it around the screen with the webs attached to it. It's really, really cool. Basically a really, really cool video game on a massive screen. Anna obviously ruined everybody else in our little car because Anna is the video game person. So she got a higher score than everyone else in our little train combined. But yeah, that was really, really cool. The one problem is, did spark off the travel sickness a little bit. Not quite as bad as Ratatouille did a few years ago, but I'm a little bit on the cusp. I could do with some fresh air and a drink. I've actually lost Anna as well. I don't know where she is. Well, I've just come outside and Spider-Man's up there. So, yeah. Spider-Man just hanging out on top of the building, which is very cool. He's just having a nice time up there, it seems. Minding his own business. Here he comes. And that's literally on the roof of the ride. So the ride is there. We came out of the shop there. There was just this crowd of people looking up at Spider-Man doing his thing. And there he is. Well, now I've got a little bit of fresh air. I'm just about recovering from the motion sickness on that previous ride. We've just come round opposite where the Spider-Man ride is. And we've got the Stark factory here, which is another restaurant, I think. It is another restaurant. So this is a pizza and pasta place. I think this is counter service, so I don't think you need a reservation to eat here. But I also don't think it's on our meal plan. So I don't think we're going to be going in there. But it looks pretty cool. It's a massive Hulkbuster in there. We're just going to go and have a little look at that. So I really just want to look at the Hulkbuster. I'm not in here to eat. But that is very cool. Overwhelming smell of cheese and pizzas and stuff in there. So my stomach's only just returning to normal levels. I can't hang out around a load of cheese. So the other new ride that's part of the Avengers campus is the Avengers Assemble Flight Force, which is actually one we're going to give a miss because it's a big thrills ride. It's in there. I think it's probably going to be along the lines of Space Mountain. We had a little look on the app and it looks like it is very much throwing you around all over the place. That with Anna's back and my blood pressure, probably won't be the best idea. Oh, we're being moved. for some reason. I don't know why we're being moved. So here it goes. I don't know where it's going or why it's moving, but it is moving. Well, I have no idea what's going on and why. I think that car's just being taken for a walk. There is a jet up there as well, which you can't really see from down here, which is a little bit of a shame. Yeah. Well, when we get up here, we'll be able to see it properly. And then we've got the training centre over here, which I think is like an interactive experience thing. I would say this Avengers campus is taking up about half of Studios Park now. There we go, we can get a proper look at that from down here, which is very cool. We have a very cool diner around the back of the Tower of Terror, which definitely appeals to Anna. Anna likes anything that looks like it could have been in Fallout, and that definitely looks like it could have been in Fallout. One thing I have noticed is missing, and we've checked on the app and it definitely looks like it's missing, is the backlot tour thing, the little, I guess, tram ride that would take you around all of the backlot stuff and splash a load of water at you. That was cool, and that doesn't seem to be here anymore. I suspect it's part of the massive amount of renovations that seems to be going on behind this fence. There's a lot going on in there. I know Ratatouille is closed as well, so one of the criticisms that studios get is that compared to the main park, there's not a lot in here. Obviously, bringing in the Avengers campus goes a step towards addressing that, but there are only 2 rides in there, and as part of introducing those 2 rides, it seems they've closed 2 rides we would have gone on. So actually, because we've only got on one of the Avengers ones, we're actually a ride down on where we would have been on a normal trip to studios. I have no idea what they're building the other side of this fence, but hopefully the addition of the Avengers campus is an indication that they are looking to add a little bit more in here, because we're looking at the app now and we're like, well, we've no Ratatouille, no backlot tour. We don't really do roller coasters. Tower of Terror, again, isn't really something that we can go on. A combination of Anna's back, my blood pressure, and being a scaredy cat. So I don't know that there's much else in here we can actually go on. We're gonna wander around the rest of the park, have a look to see what's here, maybe grab a bite to eat in here, but I actually think we may end up jumping back over into the Disneyland park this afternoon, because we've already had a day and a half in there and there's still stuff in there we've not been able to do yet. We haven't ridden Pirates of the Caribbean since we got here. We haven't been on the train since we got here. So it seems silly to force ourselves to stay in here just so we feel like we've done it, when there's still stuff over there we want to do and we're struggling to find things we want to do in here. So the criticism of studios is valid, is what I'm getting at. It's not as good as the main park. All of that being said, it looks like they've got international street foods going on. So we've got Greece there, beer and wine and stuff, German over there maybe. So I am all for international street foods. They're some of my favourite kinds of international things. Mystery solved about what's being built over there. They're building Arendelle, so there's going to be a whole Frozen section here. So again, in a year or two, when you've got Avengers Campus, when you've got the Frozen part, and when you've still got stuff like Ratatouille and Toy Story, and all, they are addressing the issue, they are fixing it. But at the moment, it does feel like you've got a big part of the park missing, a big chunk that's empty, and a bit of a building site going on. And we're doing a lot of walking with not a lot around us. I mean, it's literally, where do you get this in a Disneyland park? There is nothing on either side. And on the topic of Toy Story, Anna is now going to be doing lots of pictures because she really likes Toy Story. And when we came here before with Andy, he was very bored by the time we got to this point, and we never really got to properly explore. So we are going to have a nice little nose around. I'm going to try not to walk into people. We're going to have a nice little nose around and see what we can see. It's everyone's got the same idea though. It's very busy in this area at the moment. So that is cool. Do you want me to take your picture over there? So we've got Toy Story Playland area there. And then down there is where Ratatouille is, but that ride is closed. And the restaurant is fully booked. We would have quite liked to have gone to the Ratatouille restaurant, but we've been trying to get a reservation there for weeks, and there's just never been anything come up. I think we had needed to be one of those nerds that books the moment you're 2 months out to get somewhere there, and we're not those kind of nerds. I mean, if you are into Toy Story, this area is absolutely brilliant. We just saw a toy soldier just walking down the middle, just waved at us as we came. They've got the massive ball from Toy Story there. Is that ball from Toy Story or is that a Pixar ball?
It's a Pixar ball, but it's in all the
It's
movies.
okay, cool. Yeah, this is very, very cool. Even the fence is made of Connect. Tell you what, the food smells wandering around this street food area are amazing. There's not even, because the Ratatouille ride is closed, it's not even that busy down here either, so that might be a bit of a tip at the moment while that ride is closed. If you're looking for somewhere to get arguably the best smelling food in the whole of the Disneyland Resort, head down to this area. Nowhere has a queue, you can just grab your food. It's some of the most reasonably priced food in the park as well. And it all smells amazing. I mean, look, no queues at all. And you can just get yourself an enormous pretzel that looks amazing. But that's closed. And I guess there's no way we're getting into the Bistro Chez Remy as much as I would like to. It'd be really cool to eat there. Next time, maybe. I caved. I couldn't walk through this section any longer smelling all this delicious food without getting a cheese pretzel. And it's still warm. Oh my word. I think that is the biggest queue time I've seen for any ride in either park since we've been here. Crush's Coaster, currently a 70-minute wait to get on that ride. It's only just reopened?
Yeah, it's shut for this.
Okay. That might explain it then, but 70 minutes, that's madness. I don't know that I'd wait for 70 minutes for any ride. And with that, I think we have finished our lap of Walt Disney Studios. What I'll do is jump forward in time for you and show you a little bit of the evening entertainment, assuming we come back for it. I think that's our plan at the moment, to come in here for the fireworks. So here's a little bit of that. Well, we are in. This is all very new. Studios by night. It's all very nicely lit up, and apparently the show that we're seeing is Avengers of the Night. So theoretically, I guess Avengers based. We shall see. And for those of you wondering, the disability section is way back here. So I'm guessing it's just like a light show like we get in the other park. We shall see. Oh yeah, there's drones under there. Didn't see them from where I'm standing. Yeah. I said when we were coming out of the illuminations in Disneyland Park the other night that I didn't understand why, when they'd redone it all from when we were last here, why they hadn't added any Marvel stuff. Now I get it. That was fantastic, and obviously for me, way ahead of what goes on in the other park. I'm so glad we came to do this. That was awesome. It's not very well advertised at all, so if you are coming to Disneyland, you want to be in Walt Disney Studios at the same time as the illuminations in the main park, because that was awesome. Did we enjoy?
We did, yes.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
Very good.
But we will wrap the video up there. I mean, we could stay in here for several more hours if we wanted to go and see the shows, and the shows in here are good. We've done an Avengers show in here a couple of years ago and it was really good. We've got unfinished business in the Disneyland park, so I think we're going to head back over there. Oh, that's why there's been so much screaming, because they actually have to see how loud they... I mean, I'm absolutely going to win at that on the screen monitor. Anna was semi-tempted to go on the Tower of Terror, but I think with her back, the way it is currently, it's probably not the best idea, and I am not at all tempted. So we will wrap this video up here. If you want to see what else we've got up to during our time here at Disneyland Paris, I will link down below to a playlist of videos from this trip, and also, I mean, the one you should probably watch is that one right there. I don't know what it is yet, probably Disneyland Park, which I imagine is where we're going now. But if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a nice big thumbs up on it for us, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on so you don't miss all the upcoming travel content, and of course have a look what else is on the channel as well, all that kind of good stuff. Well, thank you very much for watching.